Would Italians really be ready to fight a war? According to a statement from Censis published on July 25, 2025, only a minority of citizens between the ages of 18 and 45 say they are ready to take up arms. The rest are divided among pacifists, deserters, and even those who would prefer to pay foreign mercenaries to fight in their place. And while defense spending has increased by 46% in 10 years, 1 in 10 Italians thinks that the time has come to acquire the atomic bomb. Today we're tackling an uncomfortable question. Would Italians be ready to fight a war? According to a recent survey, the answer is surprising. Only 16% of Italians between the ages of 16 and 45 say they would be willing to take up arms to defend their country. 39% of Italians describe themselves as pacifists and, instead of fighting, would protest against the war. 26% would prefer to pay foreign mercenaries, and nearly 1 in 5, 19%, would choose desertion rather than go to the front. In the unfortunate event of a significant conflict, Italians would primarily prepare to ensure their survival. A substantial 81% would actively look for secure shelters against potential bombings. A considerable 78% would diligently stock up on essential food supplies. 66% would acquire a comprehensive survival kit, while a notable 27% would go so far as to purchase a personal weapon for self-defense. 65% of Italians openly admit, we are not a nation of warriors. Without allies, we would be overwhelmed. Yet distrust and fears are growing. 63% of citizens consider American tariffs to be a real declaration of economic war. Almost half of Italians think that it is no longer a given to be able to count on the United States in the event of a conflict. But how do Italians react to the issue of rearmament? 26% of them believe that peace can only be guaranteed through the deterrence of weapons. 25% of them are willing to spend more on defense even at the cost of cutting healthcare and welfare, and 11% of Italians believe that the time has come for Italy to acquire the atomic bomb. When it comes to alliances, NATO remains the main pillar. 49% of Italians want to strengthen it, but the idea of a single European army is also gaining ground. 58% of those interviewed would like an integrated defense system with common command and armaments. A minority, on the other hand, dreams of absolute neutrality or even leaving NATO altogether. When it comes to ongoing wars, the watchword remains neutrality. 62% of Italians would like the country to remain neutral in the conflict between Russia and Ukraine, and 70% of them hope for the same stance in the Middle East. Only a small minority takes a clear side. 33% of Italians support Kyiv, 5% side with Moscow, 21% with the Palestinians, and only 9% with Israel. And now let's talk about military spending. In the last 10 years, Italy has increased its defense budget by 46%, reaching $35.6 billion in 2024, which is equal to 1.5% of GDP. But in Europe, Italy still lags behind many countries. Greece spends 3% of its GDP, and Poland even spends 4.1%. The United States remains out of reach with $935 billion and over $2,400 per capita compared to our $586. Yet despite these modest numbers, Italy has not remained inactive. Since 1989, it has taken part in 8 conflicts and still leads peacekeeping missions among Western countries today. The price paid, however, has been high. 146 fallen in 35 years. The picture that emerges is complex. Italians do not want war, they do not feel ready to fight it, yet they know that peace is never guaranteed. Between neutrality, alliances, and a desire for security, Italy remains suspended in a fragile balance where every choice seems to divide public opinion. Thank you so much for making it all the way to the end of this video. Your continued support is truly essential. Please give it a like, subscribe to our channel, and share it with anyone else who might be interested. Let me know your thoughts in the comments so we can keep the discussion going together. See you soon.